My name is Paul Rand, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about Joe Guzek's 1970 Buick Gran Sport Stage 1. I was there when Joe took delivery of the Gran Sport, and I rode in it for the first time in the spring of 1970. In 1975, he had it stored in a storage facility in Lansing. It flooded the storage area, and water entered the car up to the steering wheel.
He brought me this car, oh gosh, 30 some years ago, and it was really in dilapidated condition. He'd let it set outside for about 10 years. So he took the interior out, took the engine out, so all he brought me was the body.
And it sat untouched for about 30 years.
I got tired of storing the car, so I called up Joe and I just said, bring money, we're going to start working on your car. And at that point I was hoping that he'd get all excited and he'd want to see it done. He was still dragging his feet, and so I put the car back in storage.
And Joe had a stroke in 2014, and in 2019 a bunch of his buddies asked him if he wanted to get this car on the road again.
Paul and I got together and said we need to finish Joe's car that I know he's got going, but I have no idea of how far along it is. So Paul and I got Joe to a lunch.
And he said, yep, let's do it.
In fact, we called Bob Reed that very day and said, Bob, we got a team here together that's ready to go. If you're in for it, we will do it. He said, that's fine, I'll do it. You've got to give me all the parts.
We went on a scavenger hunt and discovered that Joe had collected all the NOS parts necessary.
We started to work on that project with Joe.
And away went the adventure. Now this was January of 2019.
And we were invited by Bob Ashton to enter the car at the 2019 McCacken Show in Chicago.
And that's less than a calendar year.
The group came together, and really big effort in 2019.
The car finally did come together. There for a while I really didn't think it was going to happen.
We got it to the show, and I'm proud to report that it won Best in Show for the Day 2 restoration and Best First Time Show in Buick.
But with all the group of guys that came together to do it, and they're all good friends of Joe's, it's amazing what happened.
It meant so much to have everybody there, all the people that were involved in putting the thing together, including Mary and Joe.
And to see Joe really smile again.
And it was worth every minute of it.
It was really nice to see it finished, and Joe really enjoyed it when it was done.